everyone, I'm here at the Clear Scraps booth. I'm going to do a quick little make and take to show you all the versatility of acrylic. This acrylic is great. It will not break, it will not do anything. It's so versatile, you can do so many things with it. But I'm going to show you how to emboss it. You can take your normal embossing folder, this one is from Sizzix. You just place it in the folder just as you would do paper. And it's the same process. You're just going to stick it under here, push it through, and then go all the way through. It's very easy to do, and it gives the acrylic so much added dimension. Take a look at that. Now we're not done yet because there's so many more things that you could do. You could ink it, you could use paint pens, all kinds of things. Here's one example. I've embossed it and then I've inked it with solvent-based ink, and it gives it such a great dimension on your albums, on your tags, anything that you have that's acrylic from Clear Scraps. So I've just showed you how to emboss with the Sizzix machine. You can also take those same dies that you get with your Sizzix machine and you can cut the acrylic. Clear Scraps has 12 by 12 sheets, and I've used their sheets to cut with their dies to make this mobile over here. You can see flowers and you can see hearts that I've alcohol inked and stamped, and I've actually taken the heat embossing tool and used that to kind of curl the acrylic to give those flowers some dimension. Now I'm going to show you how you can use some alcohol inks to really pop the embossing on it. So here we go. I've embossed this tag from Clear Scraps. I've taken alcohol ink in terracotta and gold, and now I'm going to just lightly rub all over the tag. Now you can do it all over, or you can just try to highlight the embossed areas like that. Now if you take a little bit more and go all the way around, you'll end up with a lot more dimension. I want to show you this example by Irene Tan. She is so talented. She's here at the show this time, and she has embossed just the edges of this ATC card. And she does that by only going in a little bit of your embossing machine and then coming back out. And then she's used alcohol ink, she's used StazOn, she's used stamps, and that is just an amazing example of what you can do with Clear Scraps acrylic. Valentine's Day is coming up, so here's another great example of what you can do with the acrylic. I've seen all these tutorials on how to make the paper flowers where you just go round and round and round in a circle, and I wanted to try that on acrylic. So I took Clear Scraps 12 by 12 sheets, cut it up in a 6 by 6 square, and did the same thing as you see those flower tutorials with paper. I came up with this, and I actually had to staple the beginning and the end of my flower because it is thicker and you can't have adhesive on it. After I did the curling, I took the heat embosser and I went ahead and curled it so that you could see the dimension that you can do with acrylic. I've also used alcohol inks and stickles on the edge to give it more dimension. The leaves I did as well with the 12 by 12 sheet. I took the sheet and I just cut what I thought was the shape of leaves, and then I took the heat embosser, and you have a few seconds. When you heat emboss acrylic, it will curl, but you have a few seconds to kind of mold it into the shape that you want. It's very easy and it's not too hot to touch, so you do have some I don't know what to say. You do have some time or leeway to make it into the shape that you want. So this is Clear Scraps. I'm excited to show you some of the examples we have in the booth, and that's it for now. I told you a few minutes ago that you could actually use your Sizzix dies to cut the acrylic, and this is a mobile I made with that die. I used the flower die and I used the heart die that Sizzix has. I went ahead and cut those out with the 12 by 12 sheets, and then I used all kinds of things to make it pretty. I used alcohol inks, I used paint, I put stamps and stickers on it, and some pearls from Ranger, liquid pearls. And on the flowers, what I did was I took that heat emboss tool again and I just curled it ever so slightly just to give the flowers some dimension. So you could do this as a baby mobile in a baby's room. There's just so many ideas, and how many dies do you have already? So now get out those dies and use your acrylic sheets with that. These are the sheets I was talking about. They are super inexpensive. They go so far, you can make so many different things, and they retail for $1.99, so you can't beat it. Here's some more great examples of what you can do with your 12 by 12 sheets from Clear Scraps. I took a cardboard box and just put all kinds of mementos inside of it and made it into a shadow box by taking the Clear Scraps acrylic, cutting it to the size of the box, and boxing all of that in so cutely. Another thing that I did was, this is a Heidi Swapp album. I love this album, but I wanted a little bit more inside. So I took the 12 by 12 sheets and I went ahead and cut the sheets to the size of the album pages. It just gives so much more dimension to your album. You can see through to the next page. Here's another page that I did, and I actually added Heidi Swapp's Remember transparency on top of the page. And look at how beautiful that is with the page that's already included in this album, and back to back. Look at that. That's just beautiful.